Alright, what's up YouTube? Yo boy Crypto Tone coming at you with another video. So, a lot of you guys have been asking me, about Bittorrent and why is there a Bittorrent token? Why did Tron need to do this and this, that, and the third? So we're going to try and go over that today because I'm a normal guy like you guys, and I don't have every single answer. My main goal here is to try and get you guys as much answers as possible because I want to know as well, especially what you guys are thinking as the investor community. So big shout outs to all you guys for always commenting and giving me new ideas and just, trying and pushing me to keep looking for more news. So big ups to you guys. Anyway, before we get into it, let's take a look at the price. Let's see where we're at, guys. So let's take a look at the 4 hour real quick. A little bit of consolidation once again. We had a big bump off that news, which I guess wasn't supposed to happen in the technicals here. Came up to a little under the cloud in the 200-day EMA here in the 4 hour, and we came back down. So currently we're still in this bearish formation. When we get out of it, we don't know, guys. Let's take a look at the daily here. Daily, like I said, guys, we had this bearish cross. So two things can happen. Either we can go up or we can go down. Not gonna sit here and bullshit you. Let's see. It is what it is. Stock RSI is starting to peak up a bit, so that's kind of a good sign. Had one of you guys come out yesterday, send me an email, which I'm going to pull up now, with some good information. All right, so big shout out to Devon here who brought this to my attention. So here's a TRX USD chart that we've been looking at for a while. Now, typically I look at the EMA, but he's got the SMAs on here. So I love to see other people's point of view and see what they're seeing here. So we got a falling wedge on the RSI, which is bullish, guys, okay? We also have the 100-day and the 200-day below the price, which is also bullish here on the daily. So we're about to get a golden cross of the 100 and 200 SMA on the USD value. So that's very good sign right there, guys. It's a very good sign that we could continue to push higher. Since the last swing high, we have been forming a bullish falling wedge with 3 touches on the trend line on the daily RSI. So another good point that he brings up here, like I just mentioned, we have a falling wedge here. Typically in a falling wedge, it gets a little bit tighter and then it'll kind of blast out. That's on the USD chart. Now, of course, there is a difference between the USD chart and the BTC chart. We are down in value on BTC, but based on the fact that, BTC was going up the other day, we were getting some bullish momentum, on the USD chart because, that's just the way that it works. I know it's a bit confusing, guys, for me as well, you know what I'm saying? All right, so looking at my chart here, we're pretty much consolidating. This is, when we were here, we weren't really over, we weren't really under the 200 EMA for the most part. But the 200 EMA is holding as support, and it's starting to kick down a bit here in EMAville. But if we, taking a look at his picture there, we had the SMA and the 200-day and the 100-day SMA. We're making some moves. So pretty much we're in this consolidation range for the most part. Ever since we've been here, we come up, we come down, we pretty much stay in this solid range. We're in the cloud right now, so we only time will tell of what's going to happen here. Now again, we're already under the 200 EMA for a while, so it's trying to get, as you can see, it's trying to get above the 200 EMA, not trying to go below it. But again, it all depends on what the market wants to do. The market was great on Saturday, and then a whale just dumped, unfortunately. So, all right, let's get into the news. So, Bittorrent token BTT use cases, more than just a reward. Guys, we're gonna discuss the FUD again, also with with Chico Crypto, who just ain't got nothing for your boy yet, or just doesn't care because he's so damn busy freaking drinking. I don't know, whatever the hell it is, Four Locos. He looks like he drinks a lot of Four Locos, this fucking guy. Anyway, so I messed up and I said, Chico Intelligent, hey, Chico Crypto, you got that Tron scam for me. I meant to say scan, so I did correct myself there. Anyway, he said, hello, Tron scam, your subconscious is saying something. Hilarious. Now, where's my scan, biatch? I'll wait. Hadn't had time. Got Binance to fry first try Tron will have its day soon. So again, he's just coming out and saying that. Okay, broski, let me know what's up then. I knew you would still watch my videos though. I watched your live stream, bro, and then you were talking shit about me because I got on there talking shit about you because you're a freaking scumbag. Anyway, I'm going to continue to do that. I don't watch... Your videos suck, dude. Honestly, like, your production's decent, but your videos suck. Like, you have no substance. You just talk shit, and that's all you do. Like that's literally all you do while you're living on top of a freaking train track. And then I put still waiting. I mean, I'm still waiting, bro. You know, you're not going to... Because you're not going to send me anything. That's what I feel is that he's just not going to send us anything. And we got something cooking for his ass. So I'm going to give him a couple more days to get his shit together. And then if he doesn't, we'll throw it out there, guys. All right? Anyway, the Bittorrent network has been as controversial and misunderstood as it's been successful. Now it's going to become a blockchain network based on Tron. And that's just making things more controversial. But it could also make it even more stressful. At the center of this shift from traditional P2P decentralization to the blockchain decentralization is a new cryptocurrency called BTT, and it's based on Tron's token technology. So remember, guys, I mentioned yesterday, Bittorrent is like Netflix, and Tron is the Android that powers the Netflix. Netflix can't be around without TV, smart TVs, and Fire Sticks, and Android phones, or even iPhones for that. Why? Because those are the machines that power that particular blockchain, right? They're not blockchains, but let's just use that as an example. Same thing's going on here with BTT. I know it's confusing, but that's the way it is, guys. Bittorrent. But we start at the beginning. Bittorrent brought forward the idea of decentralization years before crypto even existed. In 2001, to be precise, it began and still is a 100% decentralized network for file sharing. So again, guys, it's 100% decentralized, just like how Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is for the most. Well, Bitcoin for the most part being the most decentralized thing out there. Why can't this be shut down? You may say. Said this before. Can't be shut down because you have to shut down the internet for the most part. The protocol that you use to download torrents, whether it's legal or illegal, is not in itself illegal. Okay, if I make a program, how could that program be illegal unless you're doing something illegal with it? So I mean, it's kind of like we'd honestly have to shut down the internet to get rid of Bitcoin. There's no way to actually shut it down, which is why it hasn't been shut down. Now, guys, paint the picture here. You guys remember Napster? The FBI went in there, guns blazing, freaking Sean Parker, back of the cop car. You guys remember watching it on TV. They made an example out of this guy to show you can't do this. If you do this, you're going to go to jail. The problem is the world cannot stop it. Okay, so you guys all want to talk about we hate the government, we love crypto, but then on the same token, you're like, this is illegal. So with Bitcoin, we're sharing, like, Vitalik puts it in context with a video that I saw the other day that I think Justin Sun put out about BitTorrent, which was pretty funny. But where Vitalik's kind of going over BitTorrent. You could transfer value, okay? There's a way now for me to transfer value from point A to point B, and now point A no longer has that money in his account. The problem with file sharing, which is why everybody's all, hot and heavy about it, is because when I share a file with somebody, I still have that file. How crazy is that, right? So it's not like I lose that file and then that file goes to that person. That's not how it works with file sharing. That's why it's so much bigger than Bitcoin, actually. And it's been around for so long because people need to move software across the internet. I mean, the government uses this. They all have this technology, guys. If the government's got to break the law to do something, they're going to do it. And I get it. There's copyright involved and all that. But Tron is working on that, guys. TronTube, Beatscoin. Come on, guys. Look into Beatscoin and what they're trying to do to try and get content creators paid. Tron's like, look, we're going to buy BitTorrent. We're going to do what we have to do with it. And then we're still going to work with content creators and artists and whatnot to figure out how to get them paid. So it's not all about file sharing. You got to get the stigma out of your head, guys, because there was a stigma with Bitcoin, and the stigma with Bitcoin was that it's bad. They use it for drugs. They use it for this. They use it for that. Listen, $2 trillion per year are money laundered for the most part in cash, guys. And that's cash that the government made that has serial numbers on it and all this shit, and there's no way to actually track that cash whatsoever, right? And then it's easily counterfeited. You can't counterfeit Bitcoin. You can't do any of that. So, to say that Bitcoin is just only used for nefarious purposes is ridiculous as well. Because it can be, but anything can be. Any type of value or anything like that can be used for nefarious purposes. And again, BitTorrent is definitely a good program that you can use. The problem being is that a lot of people see it as illegal. And of course, if you're taking content from somebody else and giving it out to some other person, and that's their content, and you're not getting paid for that content, then rightfully so, it should be illegal, right? But technology, what can you do? You say, all right, listen, this guy's not going to buy my album or something like that. Let's just completely get rid of the internet. Let's get rid of MP3s, all this shit. And let's just start from scratch. I'll just make a CD and I can sell it to them. And what are people going to do? People are going to go and bootleg the CD, and they're going to try and do it themselves as well. There's nothing you can do. Technology rules the world. It takes over everything. You can't stop it. People cannot stop it. It has to keep going, which is why I'm invested in it. All right, so it began and still is 100% decentralized network for file sharing. Still is, guys. Been around since 2001, probably more so like 2004. At the time, there were several of those: eMule, eDonkey, Napster, and several others. But BitTorrent ended up being the sole survivor. Why that is, I would have to do more research. It's still around, and in some regions of the world, it accounts for 70% of internet traffic. So in certain countries, people are using this like crazy. I guess they just did a big marketing push, maybe like how Tron's doing. Maybe they had good marketing behind their project. That's good. See, I like when there's good marketing behind the project and there's use case. That's what I like as an investor, and that's what other people should like as an investor, in my opinion. But that's not financial advice. You want to invest in some bullshit? Go ahead. Anyway. It's the world's largest decentralized network even today. So guys, get this through your head.
Get this through your head. Get this through your head.
All right, before I get Vinny out here. Tron bought the largest decentralized network as of today. The largest decentralized network, okay? With more than 100 million total users scattered all over the planet every month. And as we went over the other day, guys, in my video I'm going to link above, it actually might have more users, which is crazy. Tron is much more recent. It's not even 2 years old. It's a blockchain project founded by Justin Sun that aims to decentralize the web as a whole using cryptographic technology. Tron's own technology, preferably. BitTorrent is already decentralized, if not by means of blockchains, and it hosts gargantuan amounts of content. So we all know that, right? Both projects are aligned in many ways, so it wasn't much of a surprise when the Tron Foundation bought BitTorrent a few months ago. After that, Tron announced that it will merge Bitcoin into Tron through something called Project Atlas. That will see BitTorrent become a blockchain network, and as every blockchain, it will include a token. Next, BTT. So what would be the point in yet another cryptocurrency, you may ask? It actually makes sense. Keep on reading. All right, that's what everybody wants to hear. The first and most obvious use case for BTT will be to enhance the way in which BitTorrent works. It will incentivize users to keep sharing their content by longer periods of time by allowing them to earn some passive income. So if you seed files for longer, the network will reward you with some digital money. But that would just be the beginning. Imagine that as BitTorrent becomes a blockchain, then you can deploy smart contracts within that blockchain, decentralized applications and websites in a Tron subsidiary network. In this scenario, BTT would allow you to participate in those apps and contracts and even develop new ones if that's your cup of tea. So the Tron Foundation owns BitTorrent, right? But they're creating a new blockchain for it, so it's its own separate entity. There's a lot of other coins and coin companies that are coming out that are being built on top of Tron. All of this is being built on top of Tron, just like things like Maker is built on top of Ethereum, stable coins are built on top of Ethereum, dApps are built on top of Ethereum. Ethereum is the nucleus, Tron is the nucleus, Bittorrent is a branch off of Tron, okay? All right, so, but there's another scenario that's even more interesting. You could actually develop and deploy websites that would run on Bittorrent. You would have no servers, but the sites would be hosted by decentralized network and not by Microsoft, Google, YouTube, Facebook, or any other usual suspects. Then the new token would allow you to monetize your content directly from users and for users to pay for the things they really want. So this is why I'm telling you guys, the future is coming. Free is no longer good enough, okay? This is what Tron's trying to do. Now, the Brave browser, like I mentioned every damn day almost, is great. And I actually have a hack for you guys for the Brave browser a little later on that I'm going to put out. A lot of videos to put out today. You know, you have the power to pay a content creator. And with Brave, you could just give me free tokens that you're granted every month. And you could also just give yourself some free tokens too, if you figure it out. It's really freaking easy. Just pay your YouTube channel. I'll show you guys a little bit later. Anyway, I really like what they got to say here because, you know, it's just the way that the world is going. Tron is like, it's kind of like already there for the most part. And that's why we're investing in these companies, because they're the future. And I think Tron already gets it, and they're already on their way. And, you know, they take risks, and they're doing what they got to do. And they're marketing and pushing and, you know, just doing everything that they can to get the word out there about Bittorrent and about what they have going on with Project Atlas. You know, the fact that you're going to be able to monetize content directly from users, guys, I'm telling you guys, it's going to be big. It's going to be big. So as opposed to Google being the boss, you're going to be the boss. In that context, Tron's vision of a decentralized web could get started in the next few months instead of the next few years. The point is, while the first use case can be obvious, there are plenty more that will only become apparent as the network develops, and they could change the way we think about the internet. So, great article here. I know some of you guys are still probably asking the question, well, why did Tron need to make a token for this? Remember, guys, this is a completely different blockchain built on top of the nucleus, on top of Tron, which is going to do its own thing. And then you got coins like Beatscoin, IGG, Ksumnul, all these other coins that work on the Tron network, guys. Those are all side chains of Tron. So again, Tron is the network that powers all of these other protocols that are going to be you know, one day could maybe even be their own blockchain. Who the hell knows? We don't think that's going to happen, obviously, with BTT. Now, there's another good point. BTT is not going anywhere. They're going to run on top of Tron. It's not like BTT is going to go from running on Tron to like go to Ethereum. It's not going to happen. Why? Because Tron owns them. So it's like Tron owns them, and they created a completely new blockchain with a completely different use case that runs within the Tron network. Okay. So, might not answer your question 1000%, but we're getting there, guys, and we're definitely going to get every answer for you, so everybody can get a full, good understanding on, you know, why BT is really even necessary, why BTT is even really necessary, and all that good stuff. So that's basically that, guys. Hope you liked that article. Real quick, just wanted to check out, you know, some of my coins here. So. Was playing some Tron Bet last night. Sold some ante at some nice prices, guys. Look at this. 27, 28, I think it was before, which is pretty awesome. I did a video, which I'm going to put out later. You know, because there's so many fudsters about Tron and how it sucks and Tron's a scam and this, that, and the third, I got a little video for them. I did a video on... you know, ETH dApps versus Tron dApps, and mixed a little bit of Ethereum dApps in there. But we used the top three, or, well, the top two, and then the Ethereum one that's pretty much garbage. dApps that you can roll dice for the most part. And let me tell you, the one on Ethereum, wow, what a freaking joke. I almost thought it scammed on me. But like I said, that video is going to be coming out in a few hours, so stay tuned for that. And with that being said, like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Holla at your boy, peace.